Yo, what's up everyone? So we have a Genshin Impact player survey. I'm a little late on this. It actually came out about 4 days ago. So I'm a little late, but I haven't done this yet because I want to make a video on it. So we're going to go ahead and fill this survey out. Don't forget to do this. You will get 30,000 MORA for free. So even if you don't care about the survey, I suggest just going through it and filling it out honestly, as fast as you can. I'm going to take my time on it, of course. I'm going to go over each question, but I suggest you doing this because 30,000 MORA is quite a bit for just filling out a survey worth maybe 10-15 minutes. Usually these last for a short amount of time. Alright, so first question that we have is, which of the following characters' weapons do you own? I do own Diona. I do own Child. I own the Memory of Dust. I don't think I do. I don't think I own the Memory of Dust. Okay. How satisfied are you with the following characters or weapons? Okay, so they're asking us how satisfied we are. Alright, so for Child, dude, Child, he is the most fun unit, I think, in the game. Diona, she is very boring. She puts up a shield, and she heals. I mean, that's just, you know, for me, I like units like Child. I mean, he gives you different movesets. You know, going from bow to the scythe to the daggers, and then having two different ults. I think that's amazing. So I'm very satisfied with Child. Diona, she's okay. I used her somewhat. I used her in her test. I used her about like 4 times during test to get a feel for her. I pulled her multiple times. I have her with like Constellation 2. I still have her at literally level 1. And I don't think I'm going to level up her anytime soon because I already have Chi-Chi and Barbara. And Chi-Chi's probably just a better healer than Diona. Alright. How satisfied are you with the following aspects of the character Tatalia? Is it, I believe it's Tartaglia. I'm just gonna call him Child. Okay, so support ability. Well, he's not really a support. So I'm gonna say unsatisfied. Because he's not really a support. You throw him on there to do damn. Well, his broken. Well, I still call it broken flow, right? But I forget what the actual name is. But it was originally called broken flow in the leagues, and I'm still calling it broken flow. He's not much of a support though. His teamwork ability, it's really good because he does work really nice. His design, oh my god, his design is amazing. His art and his visual elements, I'd say I'm somewhat satisfied because his ults could have looked cooler. Like in the boss fight, there's the whales that come out and stuff, and his ult was just kind of like a normal like slash, and then his bow and his ult kind of looked like Venti's. I thought Venti's ult was really cool. But it just kind of like they just took Venti's, you know, ult design or like the same animation and they just reused it almost. So I mean that's why I'm a little satisfied, somewhat satisfied. He could have made his ults look nicer, but everything else looks nice. It still looks good. I mean, it looks great, right? But it just looks, you know, for a 5-star hype as much as Child is, it should have looked a little bit better. Okay, for his damage dealing ability, very satisfied. He's an absolute king at damaging. Him and Diluc are like competing for like the top DPSs in the game. I think he actually has a faster DPS than Diluc, but it's like very small. And the reason why he's like even close to Diluc or Diluc, I keep messing it up, but the reason why he's even close is because his weapons hit so fast. His daggers, when you use his E, they're doing so much damage so quickly, and then it combos and it breaks other enemies if they're nearby. So he, like, if you have like a giant group of ads, I'm gonna put it up on screen right now, but if you have like a giant group of ads and he just goes in there, he will tear them to shreds because they're all gonna get hit with his special ability and stuff, and they're all gonna explode with water, and it's gonna combo and it's gonna chain. It's gonna look really cool too. So that's why I think the art / visual element still gets us somewhat satisfied. And if that part wasn't in there, I'd probably give it neutral or somewhat unsatisfied because of how bad the ults look. But yeah, alright. So yeah, so damage dealing ability is very satisfied because I mean these two are just insane. His character design is really cool. I mean he's one of the coolest looking characters next to Kaya, Diluc. I mean they all look sweet. He looks really cool. Like Badu looks sweet as well, and I think his design is amazing. With the little mask he has on his head, I think he's the best. He's the best looking character in the game. The control slash movement. Now I think this is easy to say because he doesn't really have anything like different about him. He's kind of just the same in terms of the way he moves, but since he is a taller character, he can go in water, deeper water, so that's good. In terms of controlling how he feels when you move around him and you're playing with him, I mean, he feels fine. If you're playing on PS4 or if you're playing on PC and you're just like, and you're using your stick or your keyboard to aim at the people you're next gonna hit, it's really easy. Same with, I think it's almost the same with phone, is if you just move, it's just basically moving literally your finger down or to the left to the next enemy and you're just spamming that fucking button. And you're just shredding everything. So I'd say I'm satisfied with his movement because I mean he feels fun. He's like I think the most fun character to play with in my opinion. All right. How satisfied are you with the experience of using Child during combat in the following situations? Okay. Commission quest. He destroys all of them. Co-op, he destroys everything. Domains, yes. World exploration. Now, this is one I'd probably put neutral or somewhat unsatisfied on. Reason being is because he doesn't really, his passive skill does not give like a Razor buff or a Badu buff or a Venti buff where they're minusing your percentage of sprinting or your swimming or flying or nothing like that. He's just giving everyone the normal attack, you know, +1 buff, which I think is probably the best in the game. But for like exploring, it's good because if you have like a side DPS, it kind of helps. So I'm gonna say neutral on it because I'm not gonna be unsatisfied because his world exploration is good because he still tears through every enemy. He is still a tall character, so he's gonna be going faster and stuff. So I'd say neutral on that, but everything else he carries. His combat, this is why he's the best DPS in the game. In co-op, he's gonna be boosting his normal attacks. In domains, if you're playing with 2 players, if you're playing with another person, you can have a side DPS. Like I have Badu running with my Child, and Badu's getting her normal attack boost, so she's hitting harder. And domains, he carries. He's giving, you know, that normal attack boost I was talking about from his passive, and of course he's just an insane damaging unit. Domain and world exploration, he's in the middle. He's not, you know, Venti tier, but he's good. Spiral Abyss, he carries. Do I need to say anything more? Already talked about domains and co-op. Spiral Abyss, he still carries. Hardest event in the game, he carries. And then the Unreconciled Stars event, it's obvious. He just carries through there. I've already shown the clip earlier, and you just seen that he just tears through everything. Okay, how satisfied are you with the following aspects? Alright, so this is where I'm going to shit on Diona a little bit. Her design is cool. Her damage dealing ability, nope. Control slash movement, she feels a little weird. I don't know why. For me, because like you kind of just, you throw her in, and then you pop her E, and then you pop her Q basically, and you leave. She just, I don't know. When I was using her, she felt a little janky to me. I don't know why. Her teamwork ability, yeah, it's very satisfying because she gives that ice buff to everyone. So she's a really good teamwork. Yes, she is a really good support. And her art slash her visual elements, I'd say it's somewhat satisfying, or it's even neutral because she doesn't have, obviously she's a 4-star, so she doesn't have like the cutscene like ults or whatever. But she does have really cool looking. Her E looks really cool when it's on you, so I'd say I'm somewhat satisfied. Alright, how satisfied are you with the experience of using Diona during combat? Alright, so for domains, I have not used her. Commission quest, I have used her for commission quest. You don't really use, like, unless you're getting the defeat enemies over and over and over, you're not going to be really using Diona. She's not going to be really helping a lot. So I'd say I'm neutral on this. On the Unreconciled Stars event, I'd say she's somewhat satisfying. Because giving that ice buff to everyone and having, Child on your team, and he's freezing everyone, and then you can switch out to, like a Bennett, and then you could melt them. It's really cool. For World Exploration, I don't know what her second ability, or her second ability gives you when you're getting a perfect cooking. You get like 12%, same as Barbara's, right? So I'd say at that point she's somewhat satisfying because, she has that chance to give you that perfect cooking, double your rewards or whatever, same as Barbara. But everyone probably has Barbara if you've been playing for a while. Spiral Abyss, yeah, I'm somewhat satisfied with her Spiral Abyss because she gives that ice buff to everyone. So if you're fighting and it's an ice buff for the Spiral, then you're gonna be fine. She's gonna really help out a lot there. Co-op, yeah, I say I'm very satisfied with her because, as I said before, her teamwork and her ability to give everyone the ice buffs and all that stuff, and her healing is really useful. So if you don't have a Chi-Chi, then she's like the perfect character. I'm rating her, like, if you guys are like, why are you rating Diona so low? She's insane. Well, I'm rating her based on the fact that I already have Chi-Chi, and Chi-Chi just straight up shits on Diona. I'm sorry, but for the role that she fills, she's just so much better. Well, Diona's gonna have more elemental reactions with her ice, but Chi-Chi is gonna be doing way more healing, and she also has the ice ability too with her E and stuff. Chi-Chi's gonna be doing, like, I don't think twice as much healing, but it's gonna be close to around twice as much healing. And her ult freezes everyone if you have water out, of course. So I don't know. For me, I think Chi-Chi she's just better than Diona. So this is me basing Diona off of the fact that I already have Chi-Chi. So this is why I'm ranking her so low. How satisfied are you with the following quest? Okay. A new star approaches. This is the Leo Archon quest. That was really awesome. The ending cutscene, it was kind of just like a what the fuck moment. Because everything started happening so fast. We fought Child, and then that was insanely fun. That was really cool. If there was like another thing after Very Satisfied, this is where the Child boss fight would be. But then towards the end, it kind of like got a little bit weird, because then Child gets defeated, then he's like, alright, now there's this big fucking monster in the water, now kill it, and then we have to sacrifice this thing, and it kind of just moves a little too fast, in my opinion. It moves a little too fast in terms of developing the final battle, I guess, because the Child boss was kind of like a mid-battle, and then that big guy at the end was the final battle. And you don't really fight the big guy. I was like, the big monster thing in the water, you don't really fight it. It's more or less you're fighting ads over and over and over, and then it's like you defend this thing, and then it shoots at the boss, right? I mean, I guess that's cool. I'm still gonna give it a very satisfied. It was good, right? It looked really cool. Like the stages and stuff where you fight Child, the cutscenes, amazing. Where you fight the final boss on top of that. On top of the Jade Chamber, and he's like looking out, and he's got all the waves are splashing, and it's huge. It looks great. Everything looks awesome, right? But that final boss fight, it was kind of just you kill ads, and then it hurts the boss. It wasn't you fight the boss himself. So that's my only complaint about that. But the Child story event, or the story quest, I'm sorry, it was good. It gives you a slice of life to Child, and it shows you. Instead of what you know him as for being, a Fatui, and him being kind of evil, in a sense, he's there to protect his sister, that's why he does what he does, and his little brother, and, he's a good guy, right? It's just he's on, like, the wrong side of the good guy. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what I mean. It gives him humanity, this story quest. So I'd say this is the best story quest we had next to the Venti one and the Diluc one. Like, these three are the best. The Venti, the Child, and the Diluc one. Because the Diluc one just basically tells you, look, he's fucking Batman. Deal with this shit. The Venti one shows you, like, everything about who he is and, how he became who he was and whose body he took for, and why he chose that body and stuff. So, Child one shows you that he's there to protect his family. And I think that's really wholesome. And it gives him a very nice feeling to know that, you know, maybe I'm not fighting this boss guy because he's bad, but we're fighting him because he loves to fight. It reminds me of, like, Goku and Vegeta from Dragon Ball. And especially Goku, because Goku's like, I just want to fight the strongest people, right? And that's basically what Child is. He's really cool. He just wants to fight the strongest people, like Goku would do from Dragon Ball, or same with, like, Vegeta almost, or, you know, someone like that. I can try to relate to, like, a popular character like One Punch Man, for example, like Saitama. He wants to fight the strongest people, but he's too busy one-shotting all of them that he can. So when he finally gets into a big battle, he's excited, right? I'd say the same thing with, like, it's most, like, Shonen Jump characters. That Child is kind of like the main character for that. So that's why I find him really interesting. And he also has the funny moments with his little brother, where he's like, oh no, you can't see me doing this. And then he changes it from, you know, him being a Fatui member to a toy seller, you know. I thought it was really funny how he worded the things and how he got out of all these situations. Now he's killing all at the end. He's killing all the big bosses and the ruin guards, and then, you know, he dips out of there because he had to use his final transformation. We had some more cutscenes of him using it. So I mean, it looked really cool. The visuals are really cool on this chapter quest. Honestly, very satisfying. It was really good. And I think this is it right here. If you have any other suggestions or thoughts you would like to share with us, please leave us a note below. Thank you very much for your support, Traveler. Okay, so what I said is I suggest slowing down the pace for the big battles in the story quest. There should be some downtime, such as 2 to 4 more quests before another big boss fight. They can feel a little rushed, and it can hurt people's opinion on the game's storytelling aspect. And that's all I have to say, really. Everything else they're doing perfectly. Alright, so we're going to hit next here, and that's the end of the survey complete. Thank you for your help, Traveler. So once you fill this out, you're going to go ahead and get your 30,000 MORA, which is awesome. So go ahead and claim this. And, I mean, that's basically it for today. I have nothing really else to talk about. We're going to have some new stuff about Child. I'm going to have a new video coming out for that. Sorry I've been away for a bit, guys. I've just been busy. But I'm going to be back in it. There's going to be some videos coming up. You know, I think I'm going to do one today, and then one later tonight, or one in next morning. And then we're going to have 2 the next day, I think. And then we're going to continue going from there. Or I might spread them out like 1 each day. But we'll see. But thank you everyone for watching. Go fill out that survey. Don't forget, you only have about like 3 days left. You'll get free 30,000 MORA. I mean, it always helps when people are struggling with MORA. Right now, I am like swimming in MORA, but the reason being is because I haven't upgraded like many like stuff. But yes, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out. Have a good day.